Hello fellow traders, welcome once again to my channel Proper FX. Don't forget to comment, share and subscribe just to receive timely updates. I'm here for you. Okay, so today we are since we just completed multi-time frame analysis and that forms the basis of everything, I just want us to simplify it. Just simplify it. First of all, we will continue with that video, or let's analyze Bitcoin. Yes, right from the start. So with the multi-time frame analysis, as I said, we start from the higher time frame. So basically, let's look at the month first. From the monthly perspective, you just view the charts from the monthly perspective, then you summarize it. So with this charts from the monthly perspective, we are just analyzing Bitcoin just for you to know how things are flowing and like what we mean. So I'm just from here, I'm just trying. We can see that we have an uptrend. There is a trend, like price has always been going up with Bitcoin. Where it started, there is that particular rise in price. So right from this start, we saw that we had this swing, then price came all the way down here. Then from this point, always we mark the point that broke the last high, the lowest point that broke the last high. So from here, it broke around this place. So price went all the way to this particular place, then up to this point. Then from here, it took this point to at least break this point around this zone. You understand? So here, price broke around this zone. Then we have this swing here. Then it went all the way to this part. It took this point to break this part. So like this. It went all the way to this point, then it came here. You understand? Then price went all the way. It took this point to break this part. Okay, so we can see that right from here we had an uptrend. Price was making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Then when price got to this point, we were not expecting price to break this point, but it has come all the way to this point, closing below this particular point. So we are just here. Let's say price is here. So once price is here, we just have to take note of it. Okay, so because we want to simplify the charts, like make our analysis simple, what we have to do, once we know the key areas, you just mark it, then you focus on that zone. You understand? So here I just want to mark those points. So we know that from the previous video, whenever we have a break of structure, right from here, price broke around this zone. So you can just click here and label this part. This one was BOS. We had a break of structure around this zone from the monthly perspective. You understand? And right now, we were not expecting this part to go. You know, with the swings, price shouldn't come below the previous low. You get it? So it means here somehow was changed, like it has been broken and the trend has changed. Now the trend is telling us if it gets the opportunity, it may come down from the monthly time frame. So I'll just click here and label it as change of character, because we have a trend change. That is good. So and now this is our strong high, this point. is our strong high. So the strong high, you just have to mark it from the monthly perspective. This point is our strong high now. Okay, so let's label this one template. Okay, before that, you just double click on it. Then with the text, I just want to introduce monthly strong high. So monthly strong high, we have it here like this, and I want to save it for next time. So you just right click on it, then you go to template save as. All right, so this one will be our monthly strong high. Then I click save. So these are the points of interest. You get it. Right now, once price has broken this particular low, we are expecting price to at least, whenever I mentioned earlier, whenever we have a break of structure, we have a pullback. But within this pullback, we were not expecting price to go below this point. You get it? Yeah. So within this pullback, we were not expecting price to break the last low that was created, but it was able to at least break it. That point is broken, which means here is no more strong. Here is no more strong. And all right, so with this, you can also draw your supply zone, because now price has broken this level. This place has become the strong high. So we draw our supply zone as explained the last time. We used the last candle. Yes. So before the last drop. So I'll draw it like this. So from the monthly perspective, we are expecting price at least once price has broken this, we are expecting a pullback. So pullback from this point to this, then possibly then we come down. So something like this. Once price has broken this point, we need a pullback, maybe so like this. Then from here, we are expecting a pullback like this, because we have a change of character, possibly to the supply zone. Then we move all the way down, targeting this particular low. Yeah, anything can happen in the market. All we have to do is to wait for confirmation, as I explained earlier. Always you have to wait for confirmation. For the meantime, I will just erase this one. Yeah. So this is within the monthly perspective. We just want to know what is happening from the monthly basis or in the monthly basis. Then now our focus now is within this range, because once price has broken this point, now our focus now is the price range between this one and this one. Okay, so let me mark here just for an emphasis. Yeah. So I can just mark here, I can just gladly mark here, because here will be our next reaction point. This is just marking the zone, like the range. So we just switch to the weekly time frame. We are done with the month. This is what you need to get it. So you will just switch to the monthly time frame, the weekly time frame. So for the week, what I said was the weekly tool, you just have to analyze it. Okay. So this swing, the monthly swing was actually working it was working well. But what about the week? What is the weekly doing? First of all, let's add a text for you to know that within the month we had an uptrend. So within the month, we had an uptrend. You get it? But right now, this uptrend is now in a down movement. So you can just comment it out, just to make sure you are keeping note of it. Let's use the comment section. I can just place a comment here. So the monthly swing right now, it's been bullish. It's been an uptrend for a long time, but we just have a change of character. So downtrend, right? We are just looking at a downtrend movement. Okay, so like this, I'll just place it as sideways. So we just move to the weekly time frame as I explained. Okay, so once this is done, we have the swing. We've drawn the swing very nice. So once this is done, what I can do is to at least clean this, because I've already marked the areas that is of importance to us. Or otherwise, we can also choose to sort of mark the other areas. This place, like all the point of interest, these places will be our reaction zones. You understand? Like I mark this place. Okay. So once these are marked, I'll just clean the swing. We just want the chart to be simple, very clean. You get it? Very, very clean. So the next thing is, now we have the monthly supply zone as drawn on the chart. So we can see here clearly that on the weekly basis, initially we had this swing coming. Let's use this. The same as the month. Like we had this swing coming. It came all the way to this part, then to this part. Okay, so price closed above this. So this small part, price came, then it went around like this, then it continued like this. So from this point, you know, because price didn't close, if you look at these ones, they are just wicks. Yes, they are the highest prices, but the candle body didn't close above this line. So all these points are classified as one move. By at least we were expecting price not to break below this, but price was able to come below this point up to this place. So once this happened, it means we had a change of character here. You get it? We had a change of character here from the weekly basis, and with this, what we expect is for price to, once there is a change of character, or like a BOS, when a BOS is formed, we are expecting a pullback, and this was the pullback. So at least price was expected to possibly come to this point and later on follow the trend, but it came around this session. You know why price respected this area, because this place was very clean. So it came around this session, then it went like this. And the next one, we are expecting at least price to come around this session, then possibly follow, as I explained. Okay, so you get it, like you are going to get a concept. Don't worry, very soon we will be done. Once we get to the last stage, you are going to map it. So around here, maybe this change of character, I just want to map it well, just to indicate that this was coming from the monthly time frame. Monthly change of character. I just click OK. So we got it from here, but on the weekly basis, we realized that for the week, this was not supposed to be broken. So that one to withdraw this one here. You get it? So this one to I mark it. Then from here, templates, I can just, it was just a change of character because price was coming from this point all the way and broke the strong low, which was supposed to be strong, but it was broken. So here to I just want to edit it and make it weekly change of character. You get it? Yes. So the weekly change of character happened around this session. And now because there has been a change of character, once price got here and it broke this place, here now becomes a BOS. I hope you remember that. If you've not watched the previous videos, please kindly do. And this BOS is a week. So currently from the weekly point, we are having a downtrend. You get it? From the weekly standpoint, we are having a downtrend. So I will just mark here weekly swing. We are expecting price to continue with the swing unless there is a character change that will tell us the otherwise. So downtrend like this. Okay, this is how simple the chart is. And right now we know that once price has broken this level, this is from the weekly point, this is the strongest high. Price shouldn't go above it. Once price goes above it and close above this point, when price closes above it, it means we have changed character. Now just pushing to the upside. You get it? Okay, that is from the weekly perspective. Okay, so I will just mark here to, this will be our weekly strong high, strong edge. You get it? So, and save it as a template because we will need it next time. Save as. So weekly strong high. I have it like this, which is good. Okay, and now the lowest point within the weekly time frame now, at least between this range, the last low that was created here. So I just want to map this area, like just mark this zone so that at least we know within the week the range that we are working with, which means within the week, within this swing, we are expecting these two range like to respect, like within the monthly swing too. As I said, we are expecting price to at least hit this point. You get it? From here to here. Now the weekly swing is downtrend and the monthly swing is what? Downtrend. We have two confirmation. All right, let's delete the swing from the weekly perspective. We are deleting it. Then we move to the daily time frame. I'm having some challenges with my network this morning. Okay, so from daily perspective, we see we can just edit the week wall. We just drag it to that point, then this one to that point. Okay, so from the daily perspective, you have to don't bother yourself at least targeting all these, like analyzing from the top. You just focus. Let me bring it here because it is telling us price is here. So from the daily perspective, what you have to do is to analyze the market from between like the range that you've marked for the week. You get it? Yes, because you already have a summary of whatever is going on. Oh, I have to find my comments and bring it around. Maybe position it here so that we can just edit it. So always, once you come to the daily perspective, you just have to wait, right? Just wait and look at how price is reacting. Okay, so we are just drawing the swing again, but this time within the smaller time frame. So here we know that if we are dealing with this within this range, price started from this point, and we want to know where it broke this and close at least. So we know that it broke it around this zone by this here, and there was a small retracement, light one. With time, you wouldn't consider this as retracement. You consider all this as part of one candle, one move. But for us to at least, because we'll be dealing with the smaller time frame too, so we had this small retracement, then we came all this way down. You understand? Okay. So which means during within the daily session, we have the highs still coming from the week. So it means this point is very key, very crucial. This point, it is very crucial to us, and we still have to respect it. And it's in confluence with the weekly strong high. And at the same time, once price go to this point, like once price broke this level and go to this point, at least we had that relaxation, and price retrace more, almost to the BOS, almost to this level. Then price came down all the way to this point. So it means we have another strong low. We are not expecting price to at least break this point. This is the swing, and this is the latest strong high that is expected. This point shouldn't be broken, and because of that, you have to draw our supply zone here. We have to draw it here like this. Or instead of drawing the supply zone, you can just let me delete it and use the weekly strong, the daily strong high. You understand? Price shouldn't go above it. But even if price goes above it, we know we will have a way to deal with it. You know, with time, you know what I'm talking about. So this one too will be like, no, I don't have to save it first. Let's label it daily strong high. Because price has been coming down, that is why we have been dealing with high. When price is going up, these places will be strong low. You understand? Okay, so now I can save it. Daily strong high. It's more of intermediate. Save. You get it? Yes. This one, I wouldn't say if you don't get it, forget about it. No, you have to understand. Just understand. That is the whole principle. Alright, so we are done with the day. We have mapped the areas that we need. So this one too, you just delete the swing. Which means we are going to focus between this one and this one. The high for the day and the low for the day. That is our focus. So we'll go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, let's see what is happening in the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so as I mentioned, the daily time frame, this was the highest part. With time, you know why I was expecting price to at least push to this part, you understand? Okay, so within the 4-hour time frame, okay, within the 4-hour time frame, I think we can just look at the flow again from the top. Then at least we know why this should be pushed a bit up, just for us to have a good confluence. Or you just, let's stick to what we have here. So we are just making analysis right from here. Okay, so this was the swing. Let's start from here. Before, price was coming here, so price came all the way down up to this point. So price broke this level, right? It broke this level up to, I can't place it here because if you look at the candles here, price didn't close below it, so I will just place it here. This was the lowest, so price came to this zone again. Then from this point it broke this level, but you just have to see where you had the first opposite candle. So all these are red candles until we get the last green. So it means from this point, as marked as the daily strong high, price came all the way here. You understand? So which means from the weekly standpoint, from the 4-hour standpoint, what is happening? Price is in a downtrend. Price is still coming down, and the last strong high that is supposed to stand is still standing. You understand? Yes, like that strong high, this point is still standing. It's not broken yet. So this time the confluence is this daily string. I will just make it daily strong, daily on a 4-hour, because they are just the same. 4-hour strong high. I just click OK. Okay, so what you do is to, because we're in the 4-hour time frame, we've come very low to the lowest. So I will just map this area like this. You understand? Draw our supply zone. I've already explained the supply zone. So this is the supply. We have the supply zone marked. And we are expecting this to continue. So right now, when price gets to this point, what you are expecting is so from here, at least we know that whenever there is a pullback, first of all, let me draw the BOS here, 4-hour BOS like this. You get it? So we have the break of structure around this point. Okay. So that is for 4 hours. We are expecting at least price not to break this point. Not to break this point and respect this low, so that when price gets to around this zone, what you have to do is to just sell. You are just shorting. Someone who places stop loss around this zone and take profit all the way down to this point, and this will give us a good RR here. Because of this void, we have a fair value gap there. With time you get to understand the meaning, and if I'm taking this trade with time, this may go around this position. So at least we have a good risk to reward ratio. But whatever it is, price can just bounce from this point, just the smallest, this part, then comes all the way down. If price does that, what you have to do is to wait for change of character. Okay, that is it. So within the 4 hours, now we have between this range, the daily 4-hour strong high, and that's this very low. So you can just let me delete this. So you can just stick to only the 4 hours for your analysis, or because we are having a retracement, like we are having a pullback after every BOS, every break of structure, there is always a pullback, possibly to the supply, then continuation of the trend. So what we are doing now, you can just map also, you can also follow what is happening within the 4 hour time frame, like the range for the pullback, so that maybe you can get opportunity to buy to this side, target this side, then you sell. But mostly, as I said, it is always better to wait for price around this section, then you enter. Okay, let's look at what is happening here. When price go to this point, at least if this high had taken price all the way down to this point, we were expecting we could have marked this zone as our strong high. Then possibly because it broke this low, that area would have been of interest. But it couldn't break this low, so it is not that important. But if you want to follow it, you can just follow it. So here it is. Price started from this point and rose to this point. If you click here, you see when price got to this point, if you bring it here, you can see that these candles, they didn't close above this. Because they didn't close above this point is part of this move. Alright, so you bring it like this. Then when price came to this point, it couldn't break, like it couldn't go that high. Price couldn't, from this point, price try to at least go up, but it couldn't go up. You understand? So because here is the lowest point, still this range is still in place, it's still working. So within this range, price came all the way down to this point, and now price is hovering around this point. So here we can see that price used this point to break this high, and the candle body has closed above it. If you've not watched my candle tutorials, candlesticks explained, please go and watch it. It is very key. So right now we are having a new strong low within the 4 hour time frame. So like this, you get it. So now price came to this point, and within this swing we are experiencing something. This one was the lowest. From here it made this side, and it came small, then it used this point to break this point. In the medium time frame, we are dealing with the medium time frame. So it means once price came to this, we were expecting this to at least respect it and possibly send price all the way up here. Then once it gets here, then we look for opportunity all the way down, because the higher time frame is depicting, this higher time frame is a down movement, and this movement is just a pullback or retracement within this 4 hour, because we have a BOS. It is not telling you Bitcoin is going up yet until here is broken, price close above it. You understand? If we don't see those things, we are not expecting any strong move. You get it? Okay, so within the smaller time frame, you can just mark these zones. So here price came here, it rose, so here became our strong high, strong low within the 1 hour time frame. You get it? So this is the point. You just draw it like this. If price is coming down, unless this place is broken within this 1 hour, within this 4 hour internal flow, price is still, now price is bullish, like internally price is going up internally, unless price breaks here. Once price breaks this point, then this 1 hour flow, 4 hour internal flow is being destroyed. Okay, so that we can just rename it at this one, just strong low, so that here is strong because here is the lowest point comparatively compared to this point. If this place, it has not broken this place yet. If this place tend to break this high point, once it's broken, then we get a new strong low. We move this one to this point, yes, and we mark that point as an area of interest. Once price breaks that, then price is coming down. Like, it's a confirmation that we just have to look for opportunities now. Okay, so 4 hour swing, this 4 hour swing, we know that price is still downtrend, right? And now we will be going to 1 hour. 1 hour swing. The internal one is the 1 hour. You get it when I just move to that zone. 1 hour swing, that is the internal. We have seen that price internally is moving up, right? We have an uptrend. So just look at what is happening. The monthly is telling you price is coming down. Weekly is telling you price is coming down. 4 hour is telling you price is coming down. What you need to do, sometimes you just have to wait. Just wait for a confirmation. Once this low, or maybe when this one creates a new low, and once it's broken, it just confirms that now the market still wants to go down. It is very deep, because all the swings are telling you we are going down. Then you wait for your area of interest, then you go down with them. You just move down with it, and that is where the money is. That is how smart traders will trade. Yes, so that is where the opportunity is always at. Okay, so I just want to at least delete the 4 hour. When you delete it, so that you have a clean chart like this, something like this. Okay, so we just switch to 1 hour. You can just move to 2 hours, and basically right from 4 hours I just move to 1 hour. It doesn't create any big difference. Can you see where we have the 4 hour daily swing, the supply? All these places with time, you get to know why these are there. They are just acting as liquidities. So here you can just drag this one word to this point. Okay, and within the 1 hour flow, as I mentioned, so here, from here, price rose to this point, and from here price came to this point. Then within the 1 hour, price is now here. You get it? Okay, it didn't break this. So here, within this more internal flow, it is telling us here is our strong low. Here is our strong low, because it is respecting one hour strong low. But please note that this is the strongest, because all this move, like this movement, all this movement, they are still within this range. They are still within this last leg. We are having that pullback, and when price got here, if this place, as I explained, is able to break this point up to around this level, and if price should close around that, then here becomes a strong low. But currently, within this small movement, we don't expect price to go below this. At least from here, price should go all the way up to this place. So here you can just draw it well or something, but at least the movement will be like this. Price can tend to come all the way down before it goes like that, or if price breaks like internally, if it comes down like this, it is telling you if it gets any opportunity, it will come and at least to respect this low. You understand? So that is it. You just wait. Trading is all about patience. You just wait. You map your areas, then you wait. You map your areas, then you do what? Then you wait. Those areas are your areas of interest. Once price gets there, because you have waited for too long, just be in it. Just be in the market, and that is it. Okay, so we've analyzed Bitcoin, right? Yeah, at least you've done well, and I hope you take your time, just go through and make sure you have everything in place like this. It gets better with practice. You just have to keep practicing. Don't forget to comment. Please comment. If you are benefiting from this video, please comment. Kindly share with your friends, share with others. Let people learn from my channel. I'm here to serve you. Just like my video for me. That is all I ask. All right. Thank you very much once again.